Yes, yes, Kenya. Tamu sana, tamu sana, tamu sana, yes. New details are still emerging on what happened at Uhuru Kenyatta's Northlands farm. Let's have a look at a post by Robert Alai about 1 hour ago. Robert Alai, the people who raided the Northlands farm were busted while painting the sheep along Kangundo Rd. While police were processing them to take them to the cells, Kayole DCIO radioed them and told them to release them as he had orders from above. Kayole DCIO and the IG knows it. And then Robert Alai has shared out that video. Have a look at that. With all this information emerging, I'm fully convinced beyond any reasonable doubt that the government was behind what happened at Uhuru Kenyatta's Northlands farm and Raila Odinga's Spectre International, and also what happened in Kibra, where we saw the church, the mosque, and some enterprises being torched. All these incidences are closely related, and it might be possible that goods were sent in several parts of the country. And we are also being told that even in Raila Odinga's strongholds outside Nairobi, the goods were also booked in hotels to cause chaos. And this is important for Kenyans to know, because listening to William Ruto's team, the likes of Kimani Ichung'wah, Rigathi Gachagua, they are trying to deny all this. In fact, I listened to some leaders supporting William Ruto today speaking, the likes of Kimani Ichung'wah. They are trying to create this feeling that Raila Odinga was responsible for what happened at Uhuru Kenyatta's farm. And yesterday, Kimani Ichung'wah was at a televised, he was actually hosted at Citizen TV. There was an interview there. Ichung'wah was talking very arrogantly and very rudely. And listening to him speak yesterday just confirmed the kind of impunity from William Ruto's team. They feel they are above the law, and they feel they cannot be taken anywhere. So it's actually the government that is breaking the law. And I'm saying that based on the remarks that were made by Kimani Ichung'wah before the attacks, warning on the attacks, and actually on the D-Day when the attacks did take place, and the police inability to intervene. And from that post by Robert Alai, because I'm fully convinced that's true, you are seeing that the junior police officers might not be aware of what is happening in Kenya. As far as the demonstrations, the attack on Uhuru Kenyatta's farm, Raila Odinga's Spectre International, the junior officers seems to be very innocent in all this. But top police bosses are in the plot. They know exactly what is happening behind the scenes. So it's actually the government sanctioning all this hooliganism we are seeing happening. What's the way forward now? I think Kenya is at a very bad place. Something like this, the elected leaders ought to have been in the forefront calling for sanity. And in this case, that it has been proved beyond any reasonable doubt that we have a government that can sponsor goons to destroy property. The elected leaders, members of parliament, ought to have been pushing for an impeachment motion against William Ruto and his government. Because it's clear this is a government that fails the leadership and integrity test, chapter 6 of our constitution. That's what our elected leaders ought to have been doing right now. But instead, we are seeing them still supporting and actually defending a government clearly sponsoring goons. And listening to William Ruto and his team, and even from the way they've been doing their things, I honestly believe that patriots, true, let me call them Kenyan patriots, should not allow William Ruto to get away with this. Because I'm very sure in the event Azimio can go slow on William Ruto, they are also going to help in watering William Ruto's dictatorship. From where it has reached, I honestly believe the best way is for the Azimio brigade to push it to the wire. Let them not surrender, let them not tire. If they tire or surrender, Kenya is going to breed or to water a benevolent dictator. That should not be allowed to happen in Kenya. And listening to Kimani Ichung'wah yesterday again, I just fail to understand what sort of leaders are these. Before the attacks, Kimani Ichung'wah had made some remarks. He had made some remarks. After the attacks, he tries to exonerate himself from what happened. One thing that is very clear, Kimani Ichung'wah, and just as I've explained, a majority of William Ruto's team, these are leaders who are inciting. So instead of DCI, because I saw Sifuna and Oparanya were summoned today to appear before the DCI. Instead of DCI summoning Sifuna and Oparanya, the likes of Kimani Ichung'wah, Moses Kuria, Dennis Itumbi, these people ought to have been summoned. But you are seeing again that the DCI, Director of Public Prosecution, all these arms of government are already compromised. And for those who can remember, William Ruto, when he was being sworn in, he said it very clear that government institutions, the police, will not be used to play politics. From what we are seeing, it's very clear. All those arms in government institutions are being used to play politics. And from where I sit, that might not be all that productive for William Ruto. Because I honestly believe that the moment the masses feels as if you want to oppress them using the police or government institutions, there is obviously a rebellion. A rebellion must obviously and automatically follow. But people have got a way of rebelling against government institutions. And that's the blunder William Ruto is making here. William Ruto is trying to project an image of a very powerful president, a president controlling instruments of power. And is using those instruments of power to oppress the same masses who he wants to endear himself to. That is clearly going to backfire. Let me stop you there, ladies and gentlemen. But in case you are watching us, but you have not yet subscribed, subscribe, give this video a like. And to our fans and subscribers here, I'm very much humbled, very grateful for the kind of support you are giving me here. God bless you. God bless Kenya. Any other person watching us but you want to support our forum, I've pinned my number on the comment section. Contact me through the number. Let's meet in our next analysis.